What's going on, everyone? It's time for another horror film review. This is part of my countdown to Halloween, where every day of October I'm going to post at least one horror film, one review of either a horror, thriller, sci-fi, or a fantasy film review. And obviously, there's going to be some like events and stuff like that coming up. But today we're going to do a Halloween themed horror film, and as obvious, I'm surprised I haven't reviewed this one yet, but we're going to talk about it today. Trick or Treat. It was released by Warner Brothers sometime in 2007. It stars Dylan Baker, Rachel Aites, Leslie Bibb, Anna Paquin, Brian Cox. It was produced by Brian Singer, written and directed by Michael Dougherty, who did films like Krampus, which I have a review for that on here. Same with, he also did Godzilla, King of the Monsters, have a review for that on here. Season's Greetings, which is what this is based off of, and Godzilla vs. Kong, which I have a review for that on here. This had a box office of only $27,900 upon its release, but since then it's become quite the cult classic. Yeah, so Trick or Treat. This is somewhat of an anthology film where it starts off with a couple and the wife gets murdered, and it cuts to more of a you follow like a serial killer who lives in the same neighborhood, a group of young adults looking for love and other things, and some kids pulling a prank where some evil stuff comes, and to hold it all together, this little character in an orange suit and bag named Sam is there. This is actually a pretty well thought out film. The Halloween aesthetic in this is really good. It's very well shot. The acting's pretty good. The gore effects and everything like that work really well in this. And also each individual like story that they try to tell to make this big cohesive story works pretty well and stuff. There's some pretty good stuff from a killer who kills kids too. And it works very well for what it is. Now, the characters all have good depth and arcs. It kind of cuts in between, which is a little annoying, but yeah, if you could, keep it in mind, and then it's not that bad. It's still a pretty fun movie. It does have a lot of good spooky-ish types. It has a lot of slasher tropes in it, and overall, it does even have some creatures in it, which they cover like all the basics of horror and try to put it all into one thing. The only thing this movie's pretty short. I wish they kind of like made it a little longer. Some of this individual stories seem kind of really short and compressed, and like they weren't sure if they should add more to it or not. And I think if they added more to certain parts of it, it would look really good and be even better. But still, for what it is, this film is a lot of fun and perfect for the Halloween season. And besides that, there's pretty much nothing else wrong with it, in my opinion. I think this is still a pretty good horror anthology, I guess you could call it, film. And you should definitely check it out. I'm going to give Trick or Treat a 4 out of 5. I thought this movie was pretty well done. I kind of wish the stories were a little longer, a little more in depth, but other than that, this is still very well done. Too bad they never made the sequel like they said they were going to yet. I'm not sure where this is streaming or anything, so at least link the trailer down below so you can see what I'm talking about down there. Also, link down below is my Instagram. That's where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. I should put the film title in there and some fun factor history thing in there as well. Also, link down below is my Letterbox. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the film. Same my Twitter's down below at reviews_Eric, so follow me on those platforms. Stay in loop with this channel. Like this video, share it so more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchise in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can and if I can find them. Make sure you subscribe. Hopefully we find something weird, obscure, and odd they probably never thought of checking out together. And also so you hear my opinions of popular films. I've come out classic films and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because, well, it's October and I still haven't talked about a full moon horror film. So I'm going to do one of their attempts at an Edgar Allan Poe story The Pit and the Pendulum, also known as the Inquisitor, in the next review. So make sure you tune in for that. Watch out for all those killer kid demons out there on Halloween, because that's the best place to hide and thrive. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.